Usually when a movie comes out, I think to myself how great they'll be, and with that said, I cannot just wait for the most highly anticipated film of 2020, which that is Godzilla vs. Kong. The film is said to hit theaters this November, but despite not much coverage and news emerging, I'm going to give out my predictions on what could happen in this film and how it could affect the rest of this franchise on its own. So, with that said, let's dive into my predictions and let's see if they're good or not, or if they're a total disaster and don't make any sense. First of all, there must be an action-packed battle on Skull Island. We know that it is Kong's home and it's his own monarch outpost, but we will see what will happen eventually. We last time saw this island in Kong's Skull Island back when Monarch went on an expedition in 1973. 47 years later, we will see this island return and how Monarch will interfere as Kong will be terrorized on his own habitat along with natives such as skullcrawlers. Perhaps Godzilla could march to Kong and the two will clash there like a mountainside fight, or Godzilla could just blast his atomic breath at Kong, roasting him. But Kong has the strength, so maybe that would bring this movie to an R-rated tone. But due to the other films being rated PG-13, this could still carry that on. Who would seriously want to watch an age-restricted version of this fight with blood splattering and a lot of F-bombs? That won't be as necessary. Second of all, the Titans need to return. We saw them appear in King of the Monsters last year, and the Monsterverse expanded, but due to that, there were other creatures such as Rodan and Mothra, but King Ghidorah was defeated at the end of the film. But at the end of King of the Monsters, there was a post-credits scene where Alan Jonah brought one of the severed heads of Ghidorah. Perhaps maybe his military forces could mechanize the Titans, turning them into living cyborgs set to destroy humanity on Earth. And that would be very, very, very apocalyptic. Earlier this year, there was an expo that happened and revealed toys on the line for Godzilla vs. Kong, and one of them had a spoiler-filled picture of something that might appear in this movie that could play a huge role in affecting the Monsterverse as well. Apparently, it is said that Mechagodzilla, the robot Godzilla, is said to appear in this next movie. And also, here in the picture for the expo, you can see that skeletal-looking robotic Godzilla in the silver. That is him, Mechagodzilla. Officially could play a role in this movie, and how this will be Monarch's most dangerous project ever, or maybe it could relate to, I don't know, Jonah's product, I don't know. It could be maybe something different. But this could be very, very impactful on this film as well, because the film is in a hard state of post-production currently, and they're trying to make it the most biggest project ever of the year, and given it that it's a November release and the coronavirus is still happening since there's no trailer or anything, we know for sure that maybe this film's release date could be affected since a lot of movies are being delayed to November, and maybe this film could be pushed to 2021 for higher purposes. Now, thirdly and lastly, this one is a personal opinion. Godzilla has to ultimately win this fight between Kong, because Godzilla is an all-powerful creature who can overthrow the giant ape as well. Because Godzilla is a radioactive-like reptilian creature who's also massive, he can just stomp on Kong, and that is just epic. Apparently this movie was filmed in Hawaii, Hong Kong, and Australia as well, so we got to see these places, and maybe they could be fictionalized locations from the movie, maybe replicating the United States, but we did see Hawaii in the first Godzilla as well in 2014, so maybe that will be a big location returning. So, I guess this movie is said to be 3 hours long, sort of like an Avengers Endgame style runtime. I won't be sure for that, but maybe it will because it's the biggest project Warner Brothers are developing. And this film has an official tagline saying, "One will fall," which means one of these creatures are said to die, and that'll be the end of it. For now, who do you think should be the winner of this movie? And what do you think should happen as well? Comment your thoughts down below, and make sure to hit the bell button for new videos, and subscribe if you're new to this channel as well, and that'll be the best of it can be. But for now, I'll see you in another time.